Be me, 36, athletic director at Lincoln High School. Big public school in Texas, about 2,800 students. Our athletic program is legendary in the region. Football team, 4 state championships in 10 years. Basketball, 3 championships in 8 years. Baseball, soccer, track, dominant across the board. We're the school other schools fear playing. Been athletic director here for 7 years. Before that, I was assistant AD for 5 years. Work my way up, know the program inside and out. Our success isn't an accident, it's a system. Great coaches, most been here 10 plus years. They know how to build winning programs. Head football coach, Coach Martinez, been here 18 years. Led us to 3 state titles, 87% win rate. Legendary in Texas high school football. Players love him, parents respect him, colleges recruit his guys. Head basketball coach, Coach Thompson, been here 14 years. Build a dynasty, sent 12 kids to D1 programs. Head baseball coach, Coach Williams, been here 16 years. Produced 3 MLB draft picks in the last decade. These men are professionals, masters of their craft. All of them are male. That's relevant because of what happens next. Our coaching staff, 23 coaches across all sports. 21 male, 2 female, girls soccer, girls volleyball. Not by design, just how hiring worked out over the years. Best candidates got the jobs, happened to be mostly men. Nobody complained, parents cared about wins. Students cared about getting recruited to colleges. Community cared about Friday night lights. System worked, everyone was happy. Then last year, district hired a new principal. Woman named Dr. Patricia Chun. She's 44. Background in educational equity, social justice. PhD in gender studies. Worked at progressive private schools. Hired specifically to bring modern perspectives to Lincoln. Dr. Chin's first month, August, right before school starts. She calls me to her office. Me? Welcome to Lincoln, excited to work with you. Her. I've been reviewing our athletic department. Me? Great, we're really proud of what we've built. Her. I have concerns about the gender composition. Me? Of the student athletes? Her. Of the coaching staff. Me? Okay, what concerns? Her. 21 out of 23 coaches are male. That's 91% male representation. Me? Those are the best candidates when we hired. Her. Or a reflection of systemic bias in hiring. Me? We hire coaches who can win games and develop athletes. Gender hasn't been a factor. Her. The absence of consideration is itself a problem. We're perpetuating masculine sports culture. Me? Our athletes get college scholarships. That's what matters. Her. At what cost to their emotional development? I'm confused. Cost? Our kids are thriving. Her. Under a patriarchal competitive model. I want to reimagine what athletics can be. Me. We're one of the top athletic programs in the state. Her. By traditional metrics, yes. But those metrics prioritize winning over wellness. Me. Winning is the whole point of competitive sports. Her. That's the assumption I'm challenging. Meeting ends. I'm worried but figure she can't change much. Athletic programs are pretty autonomous. I report to her, but run my own department. I was wrong. September, Dr. Chun announces Athletic Department Equity Review, hiring external consultant to evaluate our program. Consultant is from a progressive education firm, specializes in deconstructing toxic sports culture, spends 2 weeks observing practices, interviewing coaches. Her report comes back in October, 47 pages. I read through it, getting more pissed every page. Findings include: coaching staff demonstrates hegemonic masculinity. Training methods prioritize physical dominance over emotional intelligence. Win-focused culture creates harmful pressure on student athletes. Lack of gender diversity in leadership reinforces patriarchal norms. Recommendations: immediate diversification of coaching staff. Mandatory equity training for all coaches. Restructure programs to emphasize participation over competition. Replace results-based metrics with holistic development goals. This is insane. Our program works, our kids succeed. But consultant says it's all toxic masculinity. Dr. Chun presents report to school board. Some board members push back. Our sports program is the pride of the district. Dr. Chun, pride built on what foundation? Hyper-competitive culture that damages young people. Board member, our athletes get scholarships to top universities. Dr. Chun, a small percentage do. At what cost to the majority? Board member, the cost is practice and hard work. Dr. Chun, the cost is internalized toxic masculinity. Board splits 4-3, but Dr. Chun gets approval to reform the athletic department. November, Dr. Chun calls department meeting. All 23 coaches in the room. She presents the consultant's findings. Coaches are stunned. Some are angry. Coach Martinez, toxic masculinity? I've coached here 18 years. Sent 40 kids to college on football scholarships. Dr. Chun, and how many came back with CTE? Mental health issues. Coach Martinez, football has risks. Kids and parents know that. Dr. Chun, informed consent doesn't absolve us of responsibility. Coach Thompson, what exactly are you proposing? Dr. Chun, cultural transformation of the athletic department, starting with mandatory equity training for all coaches. Coach Williams, training about what? Dr. Chun, recognizing and dismantling patriarchal coaching methods, understanding how competition reinforces toxic masculinity, centering athlete wellness over winning. Coaches look at each other. This is absurd. Me, Dr. Chun, our job is to win games and develop athletes. That's what parents and students expect. Dr. Chun, expectations can change. We're changing them. She mandates all coaches attend 40 hours of equity training over Thanksgiving break, when we usually do playoff prep. Our football team is in state playoffs. Basketball season is starting. Coaches need to be coaching, not in workshops. Several coaches object. She makes it non-negotiable. Attend training or resign. Training is a nightmare. Run by the same consultant who did the review. 40 hours of lectures about toxic masculinity in sports. How competitive culture harms boys and girls. Rethinking winning as a goal. Coaching for emotional intelligence. Coach Martinez walks out after day one. This is bullshit. I'm coaching football. Dr. Chun suspends him immediately. Until training is complete, you're barred from campus. It's playoff week. We're playing for state quarterfinals. Our head coach is suspended for refusing ideology training. Assistant coach has to lead the team. We lose 42-14. Season ends. First time in 8 years we didn't make state semifinals. Parents are furious. Students are devastated. Dr. Chun, one game isn't worth compromising our values. December, more coaches quit rather than finish training. Coach Thompson resigns. I won't pretend winning doesn't matter. Coach Williams resigns. This is not why I became a coach. 5 other coaches resign. All male, all veteran, all successful. Dr. Chun, good. We're making space for new perspectives. She starts hiring replacements immediately. Job postings emphasize commitment to equity over experience. Seeking coaches who prioritize holistic development. Experience with social-emotional learning preferred. Applications come in, mostly from people with no coaching background. Former social workers, teachers, graduate students. One applicant's resume. No coaching experience, but passionate about dismantling sports toxicity. Dr. Chun hires her as new head basketball coach. Woman named Alex. She's 28. Played intramural in college. Never coached competitively at any level. But she's committed to reimagining basketball culture. January, spring semester starts. New coaching staff in place. 11 of our 23 coaches are gone. Replaced with people who have equity credentials, but minimal coaching experience. First basketball practice under new coach Alex. I observe it's a disaster. She starts with a 45-minute circle discussion. How does competitive basketball make you feel? Players are confused. It makes us feel like playing basketball. Alex, but emotionally, does the pressure affect you? Star player, Marcus. He's a senior. Pressure is part of the game. Alex, that's internalized toxic masculinity talking. Marcus, that's wanted to win talking. Alex, why is winning so important to you? Marcus, because I'm trying to get recruited to college. Alex, what if we redefine success as personal growth? Marcus, I redefine it as a scholarship to Duke. Practice finally starts, it's disorganized. No structured drills, lots of self-directed exploration. Alex, I want you to find joy in movement, not just execution. Players are standing around, not sure what to do. After practice, Marcus comes to me. Coach, what the hell was that? Me, new coaching philosophy. Marcus, we have games in 2 weeks. We didn't run a single play. Me, I know, I'm trying to fix this. Marcus, fix it fast. I have scouts coming to watch me. First game of the season, we lose 78-31. Worst loss in program history. Alex's post-game talk. I'm proud of how we supported each other. Players are silent. They just got destroyed. Marcus, Coach, we lost by 47 points. Alex, the scoreboard doesn't reflect our growth. Marcus, it reflects that we can't play basketball. February, it's getting worse across all sports. New football coach hired, guy named Brandon. Background in conflict resolution, never coached football. Believes football is ritualized violence that needs reimagining. Spring football practice, he eliminates contact drills. We're not going to normalize aggression. Players, it's football. Contact is the whole point. Brandon, that's the paradigm I'm shifting. Baseball gets new coach, woman named Michelle. Passionate about equity, never played baseball competitively. Eliminates batting practice competition. We're not going to rank players against each other. Players, how do we know who's getting better? Michelle, by how you feel about your progress. Track and field coach quits, replaced with former yoga instructor. Eliminates time trials. Numbers create anxiety. Track athletes. Numbers are how we qualify for state. Coach, we're focusing on mindful running instead. Our athletic program is collapsing in real time. Every sport, every team falling apart. Coaches with no experience implementing ideology over strategy. Players are frustrated. Parents are furious. College scouts stop coming. Lincoln's program fell off. Not worth the trip. March, basketball season ends. Record, 2-24, worst in school history. We were defending district champions. Now we can't win a game. Marcus gets 0 D1 offers. Was projected to play at major programs. But scouts saw him lose by 40-plus points every game. In a system with no structure, no plays, no development. His future is destroyed. He comes to my office crying. Coach, I needed this scholarship. My family can't afford college. Me? I know, I'm so sorry. Marcus, why did they do this to us? Me? They thought they were helping. Marcus, they destroyed everything. He transfers to another school for his senior year, trying to salvage his recruitment. 3 other top players transfer too. Parents pull them out, not wasting their talent here. April, school board meeting. Parents pack the room, demanding answers. One parent stands up. My son was all-state last year. Now he's on a team that went 1-22. What happened? Dr. Chun, we're rebuilding the program with better values. Parent, better values? He lost his scholarship offers. Another parent, our football team won 4 state titles in 10 years. Now we can't win a district game. Dr. Chun, we're measuring success differently now. Parent, the only people measuring it differently are you. Our kids measure it in wins and college offers. Another parent, you fired coaches with 200-plus combined years of experience. Replace them with people who never coached. Dr. Chun, we hired people committed to equity. Parent, we hired people who can't coach. Board member, Dr. Chun, what are the results? Me? I can provide them. I present the data. Football, 1-9 record was 9-2 average. Basketball, 2-24 was 22 to 6 average. Baseball, 3 to 21, was 19 to 7 average. Soccer, 0 to 18, was 14 to 4 average. Track, 0 state qualifiers, usually 15 to 20. Overall, 73% decline in wins across all sports. 0 district championships, 0 playoff appearances. 15 students lost college scholarship opportunities. Ticket revenue down 68%. Booster donations down 81%. Board member, this is a catastrophe. Dr. Chun, this is a transition period. Board member, transition to what? Last place. May, spring sports finish. Every team has losing record. Some historic losses. Baseball loses 22 to 0. Mercy rule in 5th inning. Soccer loses 11 to 0. Worst defeat in state history. Our reputation is destroyed. Lincoln High used to mean excellence. Now it means guaranteed win for opponents. Community stops coming to games. Student section is empty. Nobody wants to watch their team get destroyed every week. Local newspaper runs article. The fall of Lincoln Athletics. Details the coaching purge, the ideology over performance. Dr. Chin responds with op-ed. Real success isn't measured in wins. Community responds in comments. Try telling that to the kids who lost scholarships. Try telling that to athletes who worked their whole lives. Booster Club president resigns. I can't support this anymore. We're raising money for a program that doesn't value winning. Donations dry up completely. Athletic budget cut by 40%. Can't afford equipment, travel, facilities maintenance. Program is in death spiral. June, in a school year. Dr. Chanda's State of Athletics presentation spins the disaster as progress. We've successfully transformed our athletic culture, moved beyond toxic competitive focus, centered student wellness and equity, shows student surveys. Do you feel supported by coaches? 85% say yes. Doesn't show. Do you feel you're improving as an athlete? 32% say yes. Or, would you recommend Lincoln Athletics to others? 19% say yes. She cherry-picks data to show success. Ignores the catastrophic results. Board member, what about the win-loss records? Dr. Chun, those reflect old metrics of success. Board member, those reflect whether our kids can compete. Dr. Chun, we're competing in different ways now. Board votes 5-2 to keep her. 2 members wanted her fired. Not enough. Majority bought the equity narrative. Give it more time to work. Summer, I'm trying to salvage something. Reach out to coaches who quit. Beg them to come back. Coach Martinez, not while she's principal. Coach Thompson, I'm at another school now. They actually want to win. Coach Williams, you couldn't pay me enough to go back. Try to recruit new coaches with actual experience. Nobody wants the job. Lincoln's toxic. The principal doesn't support winning. Why would I risk my career there? End up hiring whoever will take the job. More ideologically aligned, minimal experience coaches. Program continues its death spiral. Fall new school year. Football season starts. We lose first game 56-7. Lose second game 63-3. By game 5, we're 0-5, getting blown out every week. Parents start a petition to fire Dr. Chun. Gets 2,000 signatures in 3 days. Board ignores it. We support her vision for equity. Students start leaving the district. Families moving to neighboring schools. Where coaches still care about winning. Where athletes still get recruited. Enrollment drops 12% in 1 year. District loses state funding tied to enrollment. Budget crisis begins. November, 1 year after the purge started. I resign as athletic director. Can't watch this anymore. Can't be part of destroying kids' futures. Write resignation letter. I cannot continue supporting a system that prioritizes ideology over student success. Our athletes deserve coaches who can develop their talents. Our community deserves a program that values excellence. Dr. Chin accepts it gladly. We need leaders committed to our equity vision. I take a job at rival school district, where coaches still coach, where winning still matters, where kids still get scholarships. Today, 2 years later, Lincoln's athletic program is dead. Football, winless 2 seasons running, 0-20. Basketball, 3-43 over 2 seasons. Every sport at bottom of district standings. 0 playoff appearances. 0 college scholarships in 2 years. Used to send 15 to 20 kids to college on athletic scholarships annually. Now, sending 0. Facilities falling apart. No money to maintain them. Booster club dissolved. No community support. Dr. Chin's still there, still claiming success. We've created a healthier sports culture, even as the program dies around her. Enrollment down 25%, families fleeing the district. State threatens to take over due to financial crisis. Board finally votes to fire her, 4-3. 2 years too late. Damage is done. Program is destroyed. Rebuilding will take a decade, if it's even possible. Reputation is gone. Trust is gone. Excellence is gone. All sacrificed for equity. That produced nothing but failure. The kids who suffered most weren't the ones who got to leave, transfer to other schools, salvage their careers. It's the ones who stayed, who trusted the adults, who believed their coaches, and lost everything. Marcus never got his scholarship. Working retail, couldn't afford college. 3 other players, same story. Families couldn't afford to transfer them. Stuck at Lincoln, careers ended. Dreams destroyed. For what? So a principal could prove a point. About toxic masculinity. About reimagining success. About equity over excellence. The point got proven all right. Just not the way she intended. When you fire everyone who knows how to win and replace them with people who think winning doesn't matter, you lose. Every time. Every game. Every season. Every future. Feminist principal fired all male coaches. District lost every sports title. And a generation of athletes lost their dreams in the rubble of ideology that valued theory over practice, equity over excellence, feelings over results, and destroyed everything it touched. 3 years after I left, I'm coaching in my new district. We're at a tournament, run into one of Lincoln's current players. Kid named Devin, he's a sophomore now, transferred to our school this year. We're talking after a game. He opens up. Coach, Lincoln destroyed my love for basketball. Me? What do you mean? Devin, freshman year, all we did was talk about feelings. Never learned fundamentals, never ran real plays. I'm 2 years behind kids my age now. Me? You're catching up, though. I've seen you practice. Devin, yeah, but I lost 2 years I can't get back. Scouts don't care that my old school didn't believe in competition. They just see a kid who's behind. Me? You've got time. You're only a sophomore. Devin, my older brother, didn't have time. He was a senior when it all fell apart. Had D2 offers, lost them all. Now he's at community college, paying his own way. Me? I'm sorry. Devin, the worst part? The principal still doesn't think she did anything wrong. Saw her interviewed in some education magazine, talking about her courageous stand against toxic sports culture. Me? She say anything about the kids who lost scholarships? Devin, not a word, just talked about creating healthier environments. My brother's working 2 jobs to afford community college. But sure, healthier environment. I look up the article he mentioned. Dr. Chin's featured in Progressive Education Today. Headline, How One Principal Challenged Sports Toxicity. She's painted as a hero, standing up to angry parents and traditional coaches. The backlash was intense, but I knew I was right. Sports culture needed disrupting, even if people resisted. Interviewer asks about the win-loss records. Dr. Chun, wins and losses are patriarchal metrics. We need to measure success by student well-being. Interviewer, critics say scholarships were lost. Dr. Chun, the college sports industrial complex is exploitative. We're not training kids to be exploited. No mention that families needed those scholarships. No mention that kids wanted those opportunities. Just ideology wrapped in concern for well-being. Comment section is split, half praising her courage, half pointing out the destroyed futures. She never responds to the criticism, just accepts the praise. 6 months later, Lincoln makes news again. Not for athletics. Schools being taken over by the state. Financial crisis, enrollment collapse, can't meet budget. State Education Board. Years of mismanagement. When they detail the causes. Athletic program collapse is listed first. Loss of community support and enrollment flight. Dr. Chin's gone by then. Resigned to take a position at a university. Director of Athletic Equity and Inclusion. Making $180,000. Teaching courses on reimagining sports culture. Lincoln stuck with the consequences. $8 million budget hole. 3 schools in district might close. Hundreds of jobs at risk. All because one principal decided winning didn't matter. I run into Coach Martinez at a coaching clinic. He's doing well, head coach at a private school now. Won 2 state championships in 3 years. Me? Good to see you thriving. Martinez. Thanks. Wish it was still at Lincoln. Me? You ever think about what could have been? Martinez. All the time. Those were my kids. 18 years I spent building that program. Gone in 6 months. Me? Any of your old players keep in touch? Martinez. Yeah, the ones who made it out. Transferred to other schools, got their scholarships. They're doing okay. Me? What about the ones who stayed? Martinez gets quiet. Most of them are done with sports. Gave up, couldn't recover from those lost years. One kid, Tyler, he was all-state caliber. Stayed at Lincoln, couldn't transfer. Family couldn't afford it. Never played college ball. Last I heard he's enlisting in the Army. Me? Good career path. Martinez. Sure, but it wasn't his dream. His dream was playing college football. And we stole that from him. Me? She stole it. Martinez. We let her, though. We quit, we walked away. Maybe we should have fought harder. Me? We did fight, they didn't listen. Martinez. I know, but those kids still paid the price. That stays with me. The kids who couldn't leave. Who trusted the system. And got destroyed by it. Tyler, Marcus, dozens more. Dreams ended. Futures altered. Not because they weren't good enough. Not because they didn't work hard. But because an adult decided that their dreams didn't matter. That winning was toxic. That competition was harmful. That equity mattered more than excellence. And they paid for her ideology with their futures while she moved on to a better job, better pay, speaking tours and think pieces about her courageous stand against toxic sports culture, never mentioning the kids left behind in the ruins of what she destroyed. That's the real story, not in the education journals, not in her university lectures, but in Tyler's